right here, right now. Oh my goodness. I love when work or when a book speaks to you and it's like reminding you of something that you remember, but you can't quite hold on to those self-evident truths that not only reinforce self-evident truths, but speak to you in different ways and open up different avenues and gives you a way of seeing your own world, your own life, almost in a new way, even though it's reinforcing so many wonderful, beautiful things. And that's what this book, The Power Now by Eckhart Tolle, has done for me, and I am so excited to review it here very quickly on the Life in Transitions Experts podcast with me, your host, Courtney Rollins, the host, as I said, but also the founder and operator of Estate Pro Service, where I'm usually spending time with my content because helping families through some of the biggest transitions, probate and estate planning, and showing how to generate income and wealth through real estate, but that's not the only thing I'm limited to on this channel. Sometimes I bring on awesome practitioners in the space of estate planning. Sometimes I share some of the books that have been very pivotal or important to me with you, and I hope that you enjoy them. I love reading, I love readers, our leaders, all that good stuff. And so today we're looking at again, the power of now. This has been touted by many folks. It has been crowned by Oprah Winfrey herself. So, whenever she puts something out there, quite often it resonates with a lot of people. But regardless, this is a book about, as it says there, a guide to spiritual enlightenment. So let's just look at a couple of things that I think that it points out that I think you may resonate with. So one, it talks about the illusion of time, and I know some people this may be too, I don't want to say esoteric, and but to me it's been very refreshing and practical. One thing one stanza speaks on is that all we have is now, and that really is a fact, as opposed to being trapped by our past or being anxious about the future. Really, if we recognize that the only thing that you can really or that I can experience is now. Memories are based on what I'm assuming identities are, and my projections of the future are based on the future, but you can never hold on to the future. So, really, the only time that really truly exists is right now. So, time is, in many ways, an illusion. Just like an illusion can have a real impact and effects on us, the illusion of time is something that does have an impact effect on us, unless we can really increase our awareness of right now. It's been making me think that God is now. The presence of God, of that being of being is right now. However you recognize that higher form of self or that higher being, I think it's very important that, and as this book has highlighted, that you can do that by accessing understanding that all you have is right now. Another thing, it talks about the influence of the ego. Now, this is a hard one to hold on to because I'm a very proud person, and it has invited me to really and challenged me to think about some of the identities I hold. I'm a black male in the United States, married, husband, and all those things are going to fade away eventually. It doesn't mean that I don't have pride in them, but I have to be careful not to allow my ego or my identities to have too strong of influence on me when I there's something even more eternal. Courtney Rollins, I'm going to be gone 100 years from now, 500 years from now. This body, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But what's eternal in me is that being, is that now, is that presence. So not being too trapped by identities or the ego is a very important thing to remember. And this book really invites you to think about that and consider that and let that impact your life in positive ways. It really allows you to let go of certain criteria and things and be able to respond as opposed to react. You can respond based on a more secure space as opposed to react being trapped by identity or trapped by future events. I think that's beautiful, and it's all about the power of awareness. What we bring our attention to really is where energy flows. And so, me being aware, observing my thoughts, recognizing I'm not my mind, I'm not my actual thoughts. Those are tools. Just like I'm not my hand, this is a tool. I'm not my identity. That is something that, that's I guess you can say a tool or a resource that I can use to make meaning. But if I'm aware that I can observe and be at a higher place. I'm literally vibrating at a higher frequency and allowing me to have access to a lot of power and most importantly, peace. It's a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. I love it. I love it. Letting go of resistance. So this is an interesting point that it's making as well, because there may be some challenges. I love planning, plotting out things, and going after things, and I feel even more empowered to do that by being able to, just like water, surrender to the moment, submit to the now, and that again allows me to respond to things as I feel that I want to respond to them, as opposed to reacting and feeling, upset, uptight. If I actually put my hand in the fire, it doesn't mean I'm just going to sit there. Oh, I am in fire and accept it. No, I'm going to be able to, you know, have a response. But in situations like that, particularly when the emotions get riled up, I can take a step back, let it know it is what it is. Now, how do I want to choose to act in that situation? It is what it is. Glean the good, forgive all the rest. And forgiveness is so liberating. And then just a simple joy and peace of being. Joy is not happiness. Joy does not mean that I'm always happy about situations. When tragedy occurs in life, when painful things happen, when disappointments happen, I can recognize those things, accept them, and decide how I want to act, but know that there is a centering higher power within that is eternal, that gives me joy. So those are beautiful things. Those are 5 points that I found from listening to or reading actually The Power of Now. And I'm going to keep reading this book over and over, even though I don't feel like it's just as it says, there's nothing in there new under the sun. And it's not that you need these teachings or these books to know this for yourself. And there's, seeking or searching for enlightenment is a sign that I'm allowing my ego to be caught into a space. There's really no seeking. It's all accessible. It's all here right now. It's a beautiful thing. I hope that you enjoyed this. I highly recommend you check it out. Let me know what you think. He has another book out, several books, but one called The New World that I just got. Just got a, I can think it was delivered yesterday, so I'm going to be checking that out, and maybe I'll do a review on that down the road. Would love for you to hit a like and subscribe so this can go out to many more people. I am on YouTube, Life in Transitions Experts YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook. Join the group, especially if you're a practitioner. Love to put your voice out there, put it in front of folks, and share what you're doing to help serve people in their lives. And yeah, we're using our gifts. Let's keep using them. This is the Life and Transitions Experts podcast. Oh, yeah, if you want to check me out or holler, go to calendly.com, Estate Pro Service, or 919-341-1992, or Courtney at estateproservice.com. Would love to chat with you and see how we can be a part of each other's journey. And as I was saying earlier, this is the Life in Transitions Experts podcast. Let your light shine. Cheers.